In a teapot once lived 5 little peas, tender and tasty and green as you please. But one was naughty and started to tease and frightened the 4 other little green peas. The naughty one said, I am going to sneeze. The other one said, now don't if you please. The naughty one laughed with a kind of a wheeze, for he was the naughtiest one of the peas. You never have heard such a terrible sneeze. It split the pot open and out rolled the peas. That day there was blowing a very strong breeze, and I never could learn what became of the peas. Nonsense, nonsense, every verse. Some of it's bad and some of it's worse. Some of it's funny and some of it's not. And some of it's nothing but terrible rot. Nonsense, nonsense, really say, by some of the best of men. Nonsense, nonsense, and oh, nonsense every now and then. The Shah of Persia one summer's day said, bring me my pipe and tobacco, I pray. His young wife said, right away, dear papa, for that kind of stuff made a hit with the Shah. She went for the pipe just to get him a smoke. It slipped from her hand and it fell and it broke. The Shah in his anger just shouted, ha ha. His wife in her terror just yelled out, oh Shah. The Shah started laughing, though he lost his smoke. When wifey said Shah, he got onto the joke. And that is the reason I'm telling you true, that he cut out the smoking and started to chew. Nonsense, nonsense, relish, they say, by some of the best of men. Nonsense, nonsense, and oh, nonsense every now and then. Mrs. Brown was crying. Her husband said, why? Tell me, my darling, now what made you cry? I'm crying, dear, but it isn't from rage. Our canary bird just laid an egg in the cage. Her husband said, oh, was that all that it was? That's what a canary usually does. And one little egg shouldn't cause you a tear. The canary bird's perfectly proper, my dear. I know, said the wife, she was crying again. So now I have called the canary bird Ben. Her husband said, cheer up, these things will occur. After this we will call the canary Ben her. Nonsense, nonsense, relish, they say, by some of the best of men. Nonsense, nonsense, and oh, nonsense every now and then.